come on, man. I mean, I'm grateful I know some decent motherfuckers. If they need to turn up, I know that them motherfuckers will turn up for the right goddamn reason. Not because they have to when they need to. What's up, Vic?
What the goal of the billionaire class is to remake the world as a digital simulation, really. To digitalize, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from carbon-based life to silicon-based life to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with his peace. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, creating a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work and left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this peace. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no posses. All out worshiping pedophiles. Wanna feed out children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this peace. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was released to represent with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the Beast Cups. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this peace. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And, I equate it to like the Golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive.
I do it best for shots out, who am I but shot flat town. You young fool, I'm too flat, just slide out. Blue sky, but high ground. A crown flash helmet, so my aircraft still spit. Can't be tied down, even seatbelted. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the juice melted. The realness of cash money, I expelled it. You did the features in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, it caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt the vibration, it got in my pelvic. The dust poppers, spices, and real shit. So radiant, I keep a dark moon.
You know how we do, man.
Goofy, so well quick. Body's real monkey, velvet. Apology not for Mars, the females click. As a kid, all I did was fight. I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit my flows and shit to a fly, so haters wanna crucify. A real man, I still stand with the silver hand. But with Villa man, it's not Cypress Hill. I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie. I don't follow, I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more than scamper. Need more than standard from off the radar. I am as your goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper opera. You stagnated while I straight evolve. At a ring, I'm data space AC, y'all. Bust stuck in the cage, face off. After shape the stages of fate, a fraud. Battle start intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing the step. You got a lot to learn. I am a death crew of no concern. I am a threat. My measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just policy. Flying a jet, straight to adversary. Marshall Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm the thorough guy, goddammit. Selection for girl, I'm fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow and precise transit. Across the Carolinas with your fans speak. The world's not pros, but I transmit it. As I transcript it, or I just spit it off the top. It's either shit or get off my butt. This shit's not.
Everybody wants to get his own crew, Rich. And then they move to other new people that never get it. That go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas that know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too.
That's not the face. I can't do nothing if you're broke. He's saying, y'all don't know I just need money.
Sure. Y'all really thought that I was done with y'all. Nah. I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or wet. Here's a big fat. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. With the earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the shine spot. Third eye gang shite tops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes my heart's corners of icebox. I'm saying that outs. From the skybox, and got a scope on you pillows. The scope with some ropes. Some of our folks are still dumb. Yeah, they blasted the fact that blood, we gon' have this real show. Warrior spirits inside me. This where it's real from. The world's a stage, they have to pay. Script is played out. They keep us engaged, they can't arrange. This is played out. Push of a dime shot. Been disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor. Should have been prayed out. The draft was on, so it's no issue. Could've loaded and tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle. To who holds the pistols.
Sorry, what's happening?
Buffers about who.
What's up, Luke? That's right here. Hold back. What's that?
We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or wet. Here's a big fat. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Mau Mau, Big Mac. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Ain't fool is nobody's speech. Yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker or me. Stand on 2 feet, worship the other cheek. The wise man know by his silence. Won't see the skies combined. Silence by clients from conspiring cannabis. Other aspirants of violence, terrorists of fire. Straight the trains to hide. I'm straight and defiant. In environments of micros, I'm hearing the sirens. Ring in my ear, they've got indictments. These pedophiles, queers, groupies, and hymen. Alignments, the assignment. I'm not the wisest, I'm not lying. My refinement and confinement, the requirements for this climate. Y'all push off the paperwork, or y'all can protest, but they can't escape this work. I vow to progress, don't duck, no rap, drill music for real. My soul they don't possess, real foolish with no real. Ain't playing with none, it's personal, know what the business is. Big mistakes come full circle, so vacate your premises.
Dragon
We ain't going back and forth.
The eating was white.
This or that. Whether your word is brown or whack, there's a big thing. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. shit back. We're not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is fine or wet. Here's a big fat yellow, white, red, brown, black. Now, hang back. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? I can handle a cold. I bite ice with my teeth, crack, but sometimes, like right now, no AC. We have no AC on, the air is cool, but I mean, it's hot. It's like 80, 90, up to 100s because the breeze, the fires. When I'm lighting into the cold, any fruit that's frozen, right? Well, half frozen, right? Because I like dragon fruit when it's half frozen. Like when I keep it in the freezer whenever I buy them, which is usually, I used to buy them like every week because I want to stay away from sunshine ice cream and all other crap out there. But I haven't really been eating this for like the last few weeks, couple of weeks, right? So I said, I'm going to get some today because I got the real shit, you know? And I know it's frozen, halfway frozen. It's like having ice cream without having ice cream and all that, you know, sucrose and all other crap and all other shit, you know what I'm saying? They have you hooked, and it's really, really good. What I used to do when Zach and a couple of the kids, I used to have the little popsicle trays that you make 4 popsicles, you know, with the sticks, little bag. And I used to take watermelon, that dragon fruit, and blueberry, and blend it up with a little bit of water and a little bit of coconut cream, and blend it up, and then freeze them with the sticks with the saran wrap, and make the best popsicles in the world. No sugar and none of that stuff required. Okay? Said what? Okay, yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, appreciate that, Omek. You're on it. I'm gonna start off with a little read here. What's thinking about suiting up and walking tonight? You know what I'm saying? This evening? You know what I'm saying? Getting a nice little walk on. But we got some things we gotta get done, man. We gotta get his truck worked on. I know what Chad said, but he turned around and said something else. So we might have to just pop the hood and do it our goddamn selves. So there's a lot of things. I started getting on my little video games. That's little stuff because most of the crap, man, y'all be surprised how quick I get rid of stuff. I mean, no, for real. Like, some people will look at something and be like, but that's memories. Well, why you gotta have it outside if you can't have it inside? Why you gotta have something physical? Because, you know, we watch As the World Turns and Days of Our Lives and all our grandparents, and we were raised lowered. That means lowered, standard, substandardly. Raised means to tear down. But you were nurtured consistent to what you've seen as far as what you don't know about your grandparents having pictures on the walls. Well, so for remembrance as far as family information, documents. But what happens is you have the 60s and the 70s, you have your aunties like mine who have held on to it, but they have not shared it. They have become literally self-disposable, sadly. And they could change that. But the ignorance reigns supreme because it's about ego, look how great I am. And that's where you have the turning tide in the bad direction. Some of you will say, oh, it was before that. No. I'm going to read something here, and then I'm going to give you a little, not an analogy, I'm going to give you a little breakdown. So we're going to look at 100 Years of Lynchings, okay, by Ralph Ginsburg, okay? And if you donated, appreciate it. If you haven't, fuck you too. New York World Telegram, this old newspaper. If any of y'all remember, like, any of y'all went around like Dark Horse Comics and stuff like that. And sometimes within the comic, you can see like the old like 1950s, 1940s, right? And you see somebody sitting there, black and white comic, you know, big bossy guy who's the you know, the detective. I used to have these Dark Horse comics, right? And he's reading Telegram, whether it's New York Telegram, Washington Telegram, Virginia Telegram, Louisiana. And this is like why most people go New York World Telegram. It's an old, which we actually had control over. Heart and genitals carved from lynched Negro's corpse. Kuntz, Texas. Kunta Kinte. Because it can be pronounced that way. Texas, December 8th. David Gregory, a Negro ex-convict accused of attacking and slaying a white woman, all lies, was shot to death when he was said to have resisted arrest by a posse, and his body later mutilated and burned by a mob which dragged it to a pyre in the Negro section of Kuntz early today. Officers and incensed citizens had been searching for the Negro since Miss Nellie Williams Brockman, 30, wife of a farmer, was found dead on a highway near her last Saturday. Near here last Saturday. Last night, a posse trailed the Negro to his hiding place in the belfry of a Negro church at Vaux. You know, this is building up a narrative to what you see today. Like when they went searching for that cop, the brother, ex-Navy officer, he was the good guy. And so the media worked hand in hand to make him the villain, and they hunted him down and murdered him. And what did the regular world do? And the fake-ass Farrakhan's and the fake-ass TD Jakes and all those punk motherfuckers and religions? They did a goddamn thing. Look at this ex-police officer with UICK or UIC. I'm just pointing out facts. It's not like y'all haven't said this stuff. I've read it over the years. Okay? Yes. And it being a convict, no such thing. It was a POW. All our people were angered and pissed off. But you know you got to pay it in a certain way. And that's what the fake Jews, the Zionists did. They weren't even Jews. So anyway, the wounded Negro, unconscious, was taken to a hospital at Beaumont. But when officers received information, a mob was forming at Kuntz and starting toward Beaumont. They took the Negro away in an automobile trying to protect him. Without regaining consciousness or being able to make any statement as to his guilt or innocence, the Negro died. As the car bearing him sped toward Vidor, 6 miles east of Beaumont, he did. The body was taken to Sillaby, another small town in the vicinity, by Sheriff Miles Jordan of Hardin County. On learning of these developments, the mob, slowly increasing in size, trailed the sheriff to Sillaby, took the body from him, tied it behind an automobile with chains, and dragged it for 35 minutes through the Negro section of Kuntz. That's why I don't give a fuck about them ex-special forces were dragged through fucking Iraq. So fucking what? To terrorize the Negro population. Members of the mob of approximately 300 cut out the Negro's heart and sexual organs before causing it to flames. Now, a lot of these mofos are come from grandbabies of Cabbage Patch children. I don't give a fuck about wars and stuff. And some of them freshly off the boat from Europe, fake Europe. Okay? And it really didn't have an effect because there were still Negro. I hate saying the word Negro, but y'all understand it at the level, the subpar level that you do. Anyway, there were Negroes who were going reprisal attacks and killing hundreds, if not thousands, of these people getting off boats coming on this land trying this shit. And that's the story they don't tell. That's also in the Library of Congress. There are books out there. I have a couple. I think 1 or 2 of them maybe down there for gotcha, but we're nowhere near ready to read that. Because it's not about being vindictive or this, that, and other. A lot of y'all don't know how to talk to these dumb knucklehead paleskins and some of these worthless Negroes. I mean, look at New York. We're looking at the police officers. Why do they get all these Africans and these fucking... They're not Puerto Rican. I mean, we get these other Spanish motherfuckers on the police force. How come all of a sudden everybody wants to be in the police force and come to find out? Now, you don't have to have that high mark. You can be anywhere from 65 to 75. What the fuck? Because I remember in some of my classes, we had a lot of guys going to the police force. They were there for 2 semesters, 6 months. You know what I mean? So, family thing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't learn no law. They didn't learn shit. They didn't learn nothing. Okay? So anyway, that was 100 years of lynching. Let's get back into exposing the exposition. Okay? Exposing the expositions. 1815, 1915. This is Howdy Mikowski's revised 2021. In case you want to purchase it, okay? In case you want to purchase it. And that's the Court of Honors. That's a Negro female in Chicago. You're saying the real word. Which is based upon a river and the people, but not the ones that are, you know. So anyway, and a little more, okay? I wonder where Donna Davis is, man. I've been trying to call her. I hope she ain't dead. Locked up. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into chapter 9, all right? This book in 2021. It has been just over 2 years now since I began this journey of studying the world expositions and writing this book. That journey has had positive and challenging parts to it, and I want to share some of that with you now. and how I see this book's relation to where the world currently is. Now, the inspiration for this book came in February of 2019. Y'all know what's going on, the fake ass demic. Okay? Kill machine as far as I'm concerned, my opinion. While on a research trip to Florence, now just 2.5 years later, to Florence, Italy, okay, in the summer of 2021, I realized that I may never be able to travel to Florence, Italy, or anywhere else again for that matter. Such is the speed with which our world has been altered, while I was surprised by the speed I have not been with. And, oh, damn, that was a crazy one right there. I was surprised by the speed I have not been with in the actions, as I have seen that things would likely head in this direction since way back in 2000. Now, the more I keep looking at photos of these giant fairs, I am still, even after 2 years of intense studying, astonished by what I see. It is not just the size of the buildings, but the scale of the entire projects. 700 acres, 1,200 acres. They are numbers beyond the normal person's scope to visualize. Y'all don't have no idea of what it looks like to build a building on one building on 700 fucking the what you call it building outside. 700 fucking they don't do that now, people. We did this long ago. Okay? 1,200 acres. They are numbers beyond the normal person's scope to visualize. So for fun, go see how many of your city blocks it would be to make up 700 acres. Then go and walk around it all. It is going to be a much longer walk than you might think. 2.8 square kilometers, miles almost. As you walk, realize that within this giant square were the structures found in the photographs, along with lakes, canals, roads, electric trains. Remember who invented the electric train? Towers with 50,000 light bulbs, Lewis Latimer. Because Einstein was a nutcase, a straight up weirdo, and didn't invent shit. Light bulbs and such. And it wasn't just Lewis Latimer, he had a team of, I think, 4. If I remember correctly, I don't know, a team of 3 or some shit. Because they had to change how the energy was utilized to make the light come on, the filament burn. So in case, because it was not what it used to be with the natural mercury and some other things I can't mention, and the energy. They had to figure out how to make the light bulbs work now with this electricity. Anyway, 50,000 light bulbs and such, just as you really can not understand the impossible building of the Egyptian pyramids of Giza or Dashur without going there to see and get the scale in person. It is the same with the fairs. If you live in Chicago, walk around the entire old exposition site at Jackson Park, including walking down the entire Midway with that scale now firmly in mind. Do you still believe that in 1893 building all of that in 2 years was really possible with the technology claimed at the time? They can't even do that today. The main question I still get asked, and these almost 2 years later, is who built them and how? So far, with continuing research, I can say that I have not found any more proof that they were part of an ancient civilization, as my book tends to lean towards. I can say that in the time since the book was first completed, I have seen more insight to equally suggest the theory of a special technology that might have been in use. And now, for me, the two theories stand 50-50 as the most likely explanation. The possible technological angle got further enhanced in 2020 when doing a more detailed study on the marble statues in Nepal's. And y'all know that our brother Paul Cook about 3-4 hours ago had another one talking about geostone and everything like that. Paul Cook is a pretty good video too when he was in Malta. Okay, so y'all can check that out with Paul Cook. Anyway, statue. Anyway, 2020, when doing a more detailed study on the marble statues in the Naples Cathedral, Cappella San Severo, and that's Italy. Well, I've been over there. You know, the eyes and the little weird woman squatting and pissing. Anyway, the intricate stonework, particularly the ropes, netting a wisp of clothing, are beyond the ability to create given the suggested methods available. Either they had some form of 3D printing, the ability to soften marble and make it just like clay to mold, and some have even suggested, in parentheses, the statues are real people somehow turned to stone, as in biblical terms. Now, or use some other technology, and now I guess we're talking about the Medusa weapon. Technology, that's what we call it. Anyway, that we do to date have no awareness of. Now, much like the inability to explain the perfect drill holes and fine curved edges in granite stonework of old Kingdom Egypt, so too for the statues kingdom, that means in more than one place for those who don't know, statues in Naples. Now, this helped me to put the idea of technology back onto the table. And he's correct. The technology you see today, and those in the higher places know exactly what those of us who have been speaking about this, not as a nuance, but a truth, a fact, are very aware of. Okay? Okay. We're going to read the Negro Project because I don't want to get him too pissed off hearing about a man's heart and the shit cut off. We're going to save that with Behold the Pale Horse, the Negro Project. Okay? Let's go ahead and get into Heaven Bearers, the New Age of Deception. But Janine Helen. It's been a minute. Hopefully I can find the page. This is the good shit for my scope. Yeah. Remember we're in chapter 7. Let me get some of this because it's melting and I'm not too big unless I'm going to make a smoothie. Oh, so fucking good. Yeah. I wonder who that was that walked by. Walking like a damn zombie. I'm just walking like... Anyway, here's the book. My apologies. Okay. Lance Ward, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, beloved? T. Hans, y'all up in the house. She's right here, y'all. Big Jers, policy enforcers do not enforce laws. Exactly. What's going on, fam? What's going on? Greg Laundry, hi, how are you? Marcus Williams, what's going on? I don't know if I missed some of you. My apologies. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this in, okay? And I want to start right off, and I want to read a couple paragraphs of the dome, because y'all know I started this and I got to finish this. All right, so we're going to keep it going, and there's more people involved, and they're seeing things. Isn't they giving you like a different way of looking at things, a new perspective, without, and there's nothing wrong with your imagination working, people. Now they've got you believing they're going to be the convections and convectors of information, and they're going to tell you to that. All right, y'all are giving away so much energy. Like, how do you bring it back, man? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into chapter 7. All right, I know it's been a little while. Like I said, I pay attention to what people post, what they're saying, and I actually ask myself, what are they spraying now? Because I can see the cause and effect, the rage and the anger for no reason, like none whatsoever. Well, it's misdirected and it's focused in the wrong way or direction, okay? And me, I like to antagonize so I can make sure that it's pure. And that means adulterated. That means perverted and created, but not by the individuals. I want to see how it flourishes forward, you know, how it blossoms and blooms. I mean, you got to remember, everybody else went to get a degree to have a life. I still study. Doesn't matter about fake-ass college. I never close information. I continue to read, to study, to question, all right, to meditate. Every morning I go out. When we sleep, I still got to do what I got to do, all right? And if anybody else, and sometimes I lay up in my bed or I sit up in it, and I go totally zero black. Nobody knows nothing. I mean, complete emptiness. Now, I've had some people here before. It was like, yo, man, I felt, yeah, it's all right. You'll be okay. And that's like, I can't explain it. You know? But you need to really get back to nothing, people. Okay? Not the nothing that they made you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Not like nothing. Not like a void. It has to be filled. Because every time, the way most of you are now, if you were to become empty, you would seek something else to put in a place that you don't even know. You don't even know where the space is at. You just think empty. And you accomplish it. Yet you don't know what to do with it, so you'll go and replace it with something else. They call those addictions, people. You dig what I'm saying? It's like you put away ice cream, but you pick up the fucking Twinkies. You put away the Twinkies, and you order an extra pizza a week. You put away the extra pizza, and you eat more, what do you say, lard, synthetic, or seed oil fucking fried chicken and fish. You put that away, and you circumvent, and next thing you know, you're making healthier shit, but now you're adding stuff to it. Like when I make my watermelon, I don't have it to make it now, but watermelon and dragon fruit ice creams that I made for the kids, because a lot of them have autism. So I knew that fruit, you know what I'm saying? And I knew that sugar would hamper it. Sugar, which is beetroot, which is dehydrated and processed, which is the worst thing on earth, which is in your ice cream and your cakes you make. That's right, you people buying that granulated sugar is not real. So I make it where it's all natural. And I see the actions, because when they see me, their reaction is different, 3 months compared to 3 months prior. So I'm not there to convince the parents, because most of them probably need to eat the same damn thing. All right, the parenting. That means, yeah, you already broke that down yesterday. Let's go ahead and get into the lady with the power and the whatever Phoenician and the two babies, and let's see, and Tartaria. All right, the kings and queens of old, of new. Chapter 7. She has been on his mind all week. Ebony. Who is she, and how does she know Cole? He wonders. She looks so familiar, but he is certain they have never met. Still, the mystery won't leave his mind. He wants to ask Alice about her. Perhaps she knows something about Cole's friend or girlfriend. Perhaps she doesn't, or what was more likely was that Ebony was a mere figment of his imagination, and they never met at all that day. If she was real, Cole would have mentioned her in one of their sessions. Or maybe they had just met and he wanted to keep their friendship secret. Now, endless questions without any answers, mind you. He really wasn't sure what to make of it all, or all of it. Dr. Wu liked the idea that he had someone in his life and remembers how difficult the situation was for Cole. For 4 years, Cole has been a patient of his. When he first started treatment, he could barely speak. His memory was there, but so was the memory of this fictional Tartarian empire he had created in his mind. Cole was convinced it was real, and it is all he wanted to talk about. His relationship with his Jenny fell apart quickly, and she couldn't understand this new man he became. He wasn't the man she fell in love with, and it was much harder on her than on Cole. When she said her goodbye, he didn't even flinch. This is the type of reaction you would expect from a stranger. The doctors at the hospital explained the lack of emotion as loss of memory. But as the months passed, it was clear to Dr. Woot that Cole hadn't lost his memory. He remembered too much of another fictional life which started to consume his reality. Do you see the imbalance of starting to have a recall and you can't place it, and the people around you, if you mention it, they call you crazy while you're living this fucking lie? Made up continents, made up history, made up wars while real ones are going on, and that's not really called wars anyway, but regardless of that. And it's hard, right? When the new stuff come around, it's like, man, nigga, you crazy. Look at that dude, nigga. Over there ain't nothing wrong with what the white man created. Oh, Ronald Reagan was the best. And all praise Jesus. Go on back and take your butts to that place. Swing like well, Tarzan was the king of the apes. And you apes need to get back over there in Africa. Yeah. Well, anyway, who are you? Uncle Ruckus. No relations. I just had to get that, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Well, let me. Daniel, what's going on? I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do it, man. I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Rando, what's up, love it? I hope y'all okay with that. Was all right. I'm gonna chill. Anyway, right? Anyway, it was much harder on her than on Cole. When she said her goodbye, he didn't even flinch, right? This is the type of reaction you would expect from a stranger. Remember that, okay? No, and the part where it gets to which started to consume his reality, that's dual. It's like dual citizenry. You live in one country that is, you're down and walking St. Petersburg Square. Then you come over here and you're in the city and it's nothing but neon lights and fast things and people dancing and break dancing and somebody wanting to steal everything from you and all kind of drugs that can, you know, if you just touch it, it can put you in the grave. All right? So, his condition was similar to a multiple personality disorder, Sybil. And y'all ever read that book, Sybil? Okay. But he never revealed or introduced another character. He was always cold and merely explained. They're probably going, he went, damn, Sybil. All you had to do was say Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Sybil, niggas. But he never revealed or introduced another character. He was always cold and merely explained Tartaria as if it was a story passed down by his grandmother to his mother, and from her to him, Ebony, he mutters under his breath, is between sips of his morning coffee. Ebony, as he mutters under his breath in between sips of his morning coffee, his body gently swaying from side to side, his mood is different. I wonder if he's been spanked. Anyway, somewhat excited, and Alice can't help but notice this change at breakfast. What? He asks, while singing along to the Beatles. It's a wonderful day and I'm happy, whatever song that is. I can see that, dear. I can see that. I just want to know what it is that made you so happy. Then maybe I can join in and share some of this happiness. She teases while she prepares Kyle's lunch and sways her hips along with the same tune. Dr. Woot holds out his hand, sporting a symmetrical toothy grin, plastered onto his face. What a fucking word. Anyway, wanna dance? And pulls her up against him, gives her a soft kiss on the cheek, and spins her around as they both laugh and giggle like teenagers. Isn't that magnificent? Singing along to their favorite song on the radio. The song finally ends, and as do all good things, and with it too, so does their fun. The time is 06:30 on TM Radio with your hosts Tim and Miranda, PM. Okay, and we're just doing a walkthrough. I had read this before, and I said to myself it would be best to rehash this part, and you go back and catch the video. It's probably about 75 video, I don't know. And I think it's beneficial, and we're gonna pick it up from there. Now, the reason why I'm reading the Negro Project and Behold a Pale Horse, it's paramount. Y'all get eugenics, right? And there's a plethora of information on it. Okay? But this is strictly for the so-called misnomer Negroes who are not of African stock. They are more cousin to the Fijian, the Hawaiian, the Samoan, the Australian, the Papua New Guinean, and those who were murdered on so-called made-up as Easter Island and the surrounding islands that y'all know nothing about. Those in Central and South America, and millions, if not millions, all right, of our relatives who are still there, okay? And even Alaska and even Canada. Let's go ahead and we're going to start this book because I really, really want to keep this one going. I would prefer to read this alone and nothing else. Yet, it is proverbial of me to continue where I started because I do enjoy reading. I got a brother here that likes to read too, man, and y'all don't know the energy. That is a great energy. Those who actually take charge, they hear things like Baby Girl Slaughter. Like, there's a lot of guys, a lot of gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, but the ladies first. And I am grateful for those of you and who search the archives of the Library of Congress and the internet and the net. What is it called? With the battle statistics and all that. Because all our information is there. That's why I say you should never argue it, regardless of what may happen. Right? All right? To have that information in your DNA is important, of importance. You get what I'm saying? Utter importance. Okay? Drink some of this damn strawberry and lime water, man. Shoot. Oh, damn, that's good. Take you 5 frozen strawberries. If you want to add blueberries and pineapple, fine. Put you about 2 cups of water in your big ass Yeti, if you got big old cups like we got. Okay? Add you about 3 to 4, I would say about 3 key limes or a whole lime, or even a lemon, one or the other. And if you want it sweet, well, that's sweet enough to me. Add you a tablespoon, a whole tablespoon of, there's like 3 different types of hard coconut, dry, anyway, water that's been evaporated and whatever, anyway, of coconut sugar. Add you a tablespoon of that. Stir it around. You don't want it so sweet, but you're gonna have the taste buds are working, operating. It's phenomenal, y'all. And then you're getting the antioxidants and all that stuff, and the vittles that go with it, because the fruits you want them frozen. All right. Okay. Remember that. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Mr. Lone Wolf, what's going on, beloved? What's cracking, bro? Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the Dome and Outer Space Projection, year 1728. Again, the Dome and Outer Space Projection, year 17. I'm getting to something, man. I'm going through goddamn 60s flashback. Anyway, 1728, the last reset. Claudio Naselli, no confundum. It means do not, or no confusion. And I have the Kindle. Oh, make sure I ain't go away, because these mugs is funny, man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make sure I ain't go away, man. Because yours went away? Did you get it? Yeah, man, because I had the thing right there, and I was attempting to download it, and it wouldn't allow me to download it, cuz. It is? Okay, let me see. Okay. All right. Kindle. All right. Mobile number. Sign in. Bam. Password. What's it at? Save password. Good. It's there, bro. Everything's saved. So we will be reading this, y'all. I want this one so bad. I want the book, y'all. It's just haven't printed it yet, and it's gonna be a good read. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. In a world where reality is not what it seems, always read the back of his books. All right, it's paramount. In a world where reality is not what it seems, the true nature of the invisible projector dome is revealed. An enigmatic structure covering the known continents of this dome world, with a simulation of the cosmos designed to shape our thinking. This book explores how, over the generations, the custodians and the Anunnaki have used advanced technology to not only project a fictionalized version of the universe, but also to manipulate human perception and destiny away from our true purpose and surroundings. Like I said, if you only know what you are, you truly are. I cannot If you want to call yourself human and man and woman and all that shit, those are identifiers. They're meaningless. Okay? If you only knew what you really were, y'all would stop all this goofy shit you do. You motherfuckers would stop work, you would stop everything. And you remember that you're not warriors, that you are war. And it doesn't mean what you think. But I know a lot of people know everything. Yo, what I want to say? What's going on? Namaste, brother. What's up, DJ? We was chatting for a little bit. I was blazed, and I was like, I gotta get ready to read. So it was a good combo, man. Hell yeah. BT and DJ, it was a great conversation. So let's get into chapter 1, Sunset on the Ancestral Shores. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to use a highlight, man. You know what I mean? Where's that yellow one at, bro? I got the pen over here. Oh, okay. Nah, see, I didn't even see it. Hidden by the damn raw. Look, that motherfucker was trying to stay relevant and hiding behind. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I got to roll one of them motherfuckers up tonight. So this right here, man, just got me like, I feel too Bob fucking Marley down, man. No, I'm just kidding. we hit that shit, we lay back and we were looking at motherfuckers testing the police and shit. We're like, what nigga gonna get shot now? No, let's get into reading, all right? Well, I have y'all cracking up, all right? War itself, beloved, you damn right. Best way you want a garden in a war. You god dang right. So let's get into it. The red sun seems to settle. Okay, chapter 1, Sunset on the Ancestral Shores. The red sun seems to settle on the horizon, reflecting on the calm sea that bathes the shores of the ancestral lands. My feet are cooled by each push of the tide, remaining under the most crystalline purity, and I simply observe while I reflect. It is impossible that this landscape does not remind me of the beautiful sunsets of those lands that belong to us, and that the colonizing parasites seem to be destroying every day. Yes, Kamala is a parasite, Trump is one too, but he really loves and enjoys the fiat and the lavishness that comes with it. The known lands that I left some time ago and that become a wound that never seems to close. Now for the brothers who were left on the way, and with the impotence of not being able to help them on that great scale as it has been planned for a long time, like that great plan initiated by W. Morris, you remember Mr. Morris where it all begun, who is deeply missed since he is not among us in physical form and waiting for Helen, who continues traveling through the dome worlds following in the same steps of her beloved father. But you gotta remember now, a lot of people want to antiquate this in this time. This is long ago. Not too long ago. Today I find myself less oblivious to what seems to be the real purpose. At least my mind is no longer sending so many negative messages of issues that already happened or even never happened or will never or ever happen. And that here, I call it reaching a certain ancestral stillness. That means existing. When you're moving all over the place, you're not existing. You're frantic, you're here, you're there, bouncing everywhere. Although it is also true that the years here pass in a different way. Simply because what is known as the dome that encompasses and covers all the known continents not only serves as a barrier membrane dividing lands or worlds, but also separates the different planes of existence. This part is very complex to assimilate and much more of someone born after the last reset. I will go deeper into this later. Or as the written history calls us, at least here in the ancestral lands, the new humanity. I have visited so many times the great ancestral library, and every time my body enters that cold and imposing structure, I feel as if my mind connects to another plane of understanding, and for the rich history found there is worthy of study from the first years of life. To understand humanity as a greater creation that pioneered a seemingly eternal struggle towards complete liberation, as well as to safeguard our essence. Human souls connected to the most mysterious lands that guard this great dome comprising the 178 worlds or known worlds. The celestial lands are terra incognita, where the source seems to return every time we leave this physical plane of existence, or better said, when our souls decide to return to the original source. These idiots have no idea. Every time. They have no fucking idea. But it is always nice to embark on this path with a good ancestral company. Next to me was ToL, T-A-U-H-L, ToL. Now I can respect somebody with that name. An ancestral woman who still possesses, like my daughter, Jael, who still possesses genetics of the ancient Anakin. And obviously, this guy wasn't even alive when he's probably as old as my daughter, Jael. I can't name my other two daughters. I will never tell you those names. The one in Germany, though the oldest one of them all, who left San Francisco as a model. Another one in Brazil. Y'all never get to meet her. She's Policia. Thick as a goddamn bison. Shit, about 6'2". Yeah, guys, don't even try and look for her, because all you be doing is in the dam with socks and tissue paper. You nasty motherfuckers. Anyway, let's go on. Yeah, man, she got her mama's jeans. She got my jeans because she looked good. Well, her mama was sexy too, but you know, her mama like to have that blonde shit in her head. And dark, her mama Brazilian, dark as midnight, but ain't have a fucking mark, a pimple, or nothing. And the thinnest goddamn waistline, and y'all know she had the gadunka-dunk. I think all women should be built like that. That's for goodness. But my snoo is good enough for me. But the thing is, y'all really don't get it. Yeah, so that name I can tell you. And I'm not! Alright. In this way, I will try to answer the question that someone may have when starting to study about the human past. As I had from the beginning of the many resets, the strange dome or barrier membrane, the last great war that marked a before and after, and above all, the infinite human spiritual potential. So much potential in you. My daughter had the chance of a lifetime to sit her ass still and listen, but because she had a mama's perverted ass, fucked up ways, you know, it is what it is. And when she comes to her senses, someone said when she get older, she's not going to be able to get older. Nor is my son James, or none of them. They're gonna, what's going to happen is going to fucking happen. And if they were able to sit still and fucking listen, then they wouldn't even be bothered by it. But it is what it is. I just wanted to read that part, and we'll get into, because y'all know these are always short reads, and we're in chapter 2. I'll go ahead and give you the heads on chapter 2, okay? Chapter 2 is Conversations with Ancestral Humans, the 6th generation. Remember I expressed to you that we live longer than we do now? So don't attempt to figure out how long. When the original fall of Atlantis, or whatever you want to call it, there's a few names, those individuals were thousands of years old. Thousands. And there was really nothing that could defeat them. So you wonder as to how. And why you have goofy people who want to write dumb shit, trolls and all these other people, and warring and destroying it. Because they're in fact simile. They're mindless, so therefore they're meaningless, and therefore they do mindless and meaningless things. It's not for you to correct or fix that. I thought you would have gotten that by now. Anyway, the donation line is open. I'm going to read quite a bit, but like I stated, there have been more pertinent things arising, and without speaking, because you go back and look at my video, speaking on those topics, totally, I gave you something to elevate yourself and take yourself in another direction. Now, this is not for the know-it-alls. Those people have sacked themselves before they even got out the fucking end zone. Them motherfuckers still at the two zone. You know what I'm saying? Like the 2-yard line. Like, hey, Hey, yeah, I'm going long. They can't even get it out of there. All right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Throw that shit. That's a greeting, baby. So y'all doing that thing now? What's up, baby? That's what I'm talking about. Peace be with you. I love that Scottish. I got a little Irish in the family. I don't talk about it though. This is German, anywhere, Chickasaw, Chinese, Costa Rican. Of course, I've got. Yeah, look, man. You know what? Somebody that knows his genealogy going very far back, by the new narratives of names, and that's what they say. The fighting spirit comes in the family. I'm like, no. We talking about the original TRU people, man. It's magical languages that still aren't spoken or spake. And the books, some of the books I have where, you know, the F is a S and the V is a Z. Look, y'all, and it, in no way do they all sound the same. It's, but the languages of our ancestors are magical, magnificent, and beautiful. You can see it with brothers who practice those things and study. That's why I enjoy DJ and Olbeck. See what he did? Sometimes y'all should Google these things to translate and see what's being said, because it's like an indelible mark. It needs to be put up there, and you need this, because you'd be surprised at how many of you might actually find a liking to something you were never invited or was given and put in front of you when your brain was the grandest of all sponges. Side note, your brain is still a sponge, people. Okay? So really, really pay attention to whatever it's Gaelic, whatever it is. All right? And get in touch with that part. They want you to stay, because they use this shit as a weapon. Those are magical sounds, those words. What they have you believing are words. The verbiage, verb, volume, from F, B, frequency, F, right? Think about it. Okay? How about the Enochian language? Enochian, is an occult language that was, and they always use occult because they want you to be deterred from it. Language that was said to have been received from angelic ones or angels and is used in Enochian magic. It was recorded in the journals of John Dee and Edward Kelly in 16th century England. No, they only changed it. And there are quite a few more. I've actually mentioned some to you before. I have books on them. Be careful what you mess with, but when it comes to beautiful languages, you really, really need to delve into it. Even Espanol is a beautiful language in the right context, just as is French, even Patois, in the right context. And you have many different dialects, and how do you find the original one? Vietnam, the Vietnamese languages in different dialects, southern and northern, city and country. It sounds like they're yelling. All you have to do is add some clicks in there and you'd be surprised at what you really have. It's a magical language. All these languages, regardless of when they were created, even the subversion of new language, y'all think maybe old languages, it's because they don't want nobody to have the one language. Babylon that they're creating is to everybody speak this language, which casts spells. Now, anyway, you get where I'm going, okay? I'm not going to saturate this whole little time left, okay? I want to keep it at a certain time, all right? Somehow it was called Nam Viet Kusan Samu, and a couple other deep names. Magnificent. Looking into Nahut. Daniel, that's what's up, man. Hell yeah. Working on your Gaelic, Omek, that's what's up, man. Ganja didn't even figure that out. Ganja, you better learn how to greet back, goddamn mystical water drinking Hindu motherfucker. That's a homie, man. I know he probably over there laughing his ass off, and he ain't over there playing out in the backyard, afraid to fight the important battle, the battle within. Exactly. Where's our brothers from Europe and Australia? Where's our sisters? Where they at? Did they come in, y'all? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I really hope that was something that y'all hit the like if you don't mind. I hope that was something that y'all can actually get some information from. I hope that some of the stories are a little more entertaining, other than the lies and stuff. I said the custodian books, well, 5 of them, because I really wanted to read these other 2 that I have. That I shows you one, the other one I bought on my own because it was like $120. Because you guys are cheap throwing change. It's like, God dog. So I've only held on to a handful of books down here. Some upstairs around my bed underneath. I need to go ahead and get those DVDs and get those put on the side over there. So I'm working. I got a box of the Xbox. I should have been in the shit already. Got that down. I'm being lazy. And then the DVD player. We're gonna leave that for the time being. That goddamn, what was that thing right there? I'm talking about that remote. The what is it called? The satellite shit. I'm taking that and throwing that in the goddamn garbage. I mean, I could use the electronics in it, man. Bump that. I told them people to come here and get it. These people don't care about nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? When they gave it to me and I had it, then all of a sudden they tried to, like 3 months later, they tried to give me this like quadruple price. I was like, this y'all on crack. That was not the deal. No, we don't have no contract. Come and get your shit. Oh no, Mr. Branch, we don't have a contract, motherfucker. You lied and I lied. Now you can take it how you want. You can do whatever you gotta do with your little system, little fake tardy shit. You don't know shit, and that's what I told them. They ain't coming. They were scared to come and get it. So one day I saw the guy out there says, take that that radiation hazard motherfucking cancer causing piece of shit down. I'm gonna blow it off and take this fucking box. He's like, I can't do it. And I was like, okay, I know I was messing with you. I'm just seeing if you might have took it. And I just been sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Which one is that? That's the goddamn. You know I don't give a fuck when shit ain't right, man. I don't give a fuck. DirecTV. That shit was so corny. They had so much bullshit. I was like, what the fuck? No, man. It was nothing but sports and dumbass TV shows and shit. YouTube got it going on better than all that shit. I'm just saying. But anyway, so there are books, and I'm gonna give advice on one book. I shared that before. Don't go getting that shit created by these sons of bitches in this fake ass church, the Vatican and all that. Now I cannot deny the fact that they don't have a hand in it, because they do, all the way through. God damn it. The one you want to get, you don't want to spend no more than $30, okay? And there's a bunch of them, but I'm going to see, somebody will say, well, this is the one. Boy, you motherfuckers will trip over your own goddamn fucking toenail. The motherfucker ain't picked up. Okay? What you want to do is you want to have the Mastering Grade Table, which is about $24, okay? Mastering Grade Table. Okay? This is the volume 2. You can go ahead and worry about volume 1 later. Get that, get the John D one, okay? But you also want to have the Notion Dictionary. Alright? I'm going to show you right now. And you get it from eBay. I couldn't find it on, if you can find it on Amazon, my Amazon works weird. So volume 3, Comprehensive Enochian Dictionary and Lexicon Geomancy. Geomancy, like stone. Geothermal geostone. Of 1 to 500 Lapita P. Palumbo. You want to have that one. Alright? And start with that. Okay? The other one, I know you're wondering, oh, which one is he talking about? Well, you can get it from Barnes & Noble, and that's what I would suggest, because they closed most of their stores, but they still have things, and I've bought books from them. So, the Mastering the Great Table, and you can peel it back and go through all the, the No Magic series, which is very Barnes & Noble. Don't get it from Walmart. Just buy that one right there. All right, so we're going to talk about the medicine world. You'll start to have a deeper a deeper understanding instead of the lie of the medicine world that was taught to these children in the fucking late 18, their children's late like 1890s and 1920s before they started establishing them after World War II on these reservations. Okay. Well, they were situating them there and letting them fill it out, but they're not of this land. And the medicine world is bullshit. And you're looking at it, but it's red, black, white, and green. Ain't my fucking problem. You've been lied to. It's got to, in order to keep you from your truth and from what you're capable of, they gotta formulate something else. We gotta put puzzle pieces together until you get to a place where you can go, oh shit. Remember I did that some time ago? And when you go, oh shit, not everybody. This is not for everybody. This is for a handful. And when you go, shit, you're going to go, wait a minute. You know? I mean, you got to think, when I came out of the military, everybody wanted me to be fucked up like them, a crackhead and all fucked up. Here I was walking around, 200-something pounds, thin waist, still had a six-pack. You know, all the girls who I meet on the side, because I still hung around the knuckleheads, thugs. I saw how the drug game worked. I even thought about trying. Remember I told you when I was like, fuck it, I had got some. I was going to sell this shit, and I was hitting people up. And I was like, this is quick money. And then something hit me, and I says, yo, I'm going to get fucked up behind this shit. Or I'm going to fuck somebody up behind it. Because it wasn't me. And so I let it go. Back up north, when I find out, all the motherfuckers I grew up with was crackheads. Shit. And I met Robin. I wanted to fuck her. A wonderful woman, but I was out my head. I just wanted to beat some pussy up. Excuse me, excuse my language. I can bleep that out. Beat the cooterang up. And she's a beautiful woman. And I tried it. Man, I remember why I don't like coffee. I don't like zing zinger. Who put the keys to my beamer? Who's got the keys to my beamer? I need the motherfuckers on low, cruising along. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Drive, drunk, dun 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 dun. Yeah, And I think she laughed at me because I was like, hell no. I was like, what the fuck? What y'all doing? It even made me wonder how my dad could shoot cocaine up after Vietnam. I was like, how the fuck? Why you want to be zipping around for? I mean, I'm full of energy. What the fuck? I don't know if that was a DNA effect or something. But do you see what I'm saying? So everybody wants that. This is the world. This is the world you live in. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants everybody to have some form of pain. Isn't the fact that everyone living a lie is pain enough? You see the trials and tribulations all the time. All right? You see the stupidity, the effeminization of the so-called man. I can't call him man now. And the fake masculinization of the woman and the disregard of her importance and the power she has. And because you have dumbass Jew bitches running around talking about, and I have this regard for the ones here in America calling themselves Jews, like they have such disdain for you fucks. Anyway, on my ancestral fucking republic with your lying asses. Anyway, what they did to create feminism with the CIA working very hard for it. You dig what I'm saying? And these old faggot ass Gajars who came on our land because they asked got kicked out of fucking Germany and started doing that shit here. And you had these Renaissance worthless ass niggas to rewrite shit who love getting ran up in by some pale skin or some dark whatever. You know, they say the BBC shit. And we ain't talking about British Columbia fucking BBC, British, you know, broadcasting fucking news. Okay? Excuse me, y'all. My apologies, man. I'm just saying what got to be said. Yeah, it's your mama's fucking pussy on my wall. Fuck out of here. You talking about, is that a 223? Stop asking about shit like that. It's a work in progress. Exactly. I'm going to share something with the trolls if you're watching, if you come across this. And they don't know this. But when they come over here, they make I signed their contract. Some of you in the know what I'm saying. if they was really intelligent and smart and knew what really was going on, they wouldn't come over here. So it's kind of like they sold their soul to me. See, they kind of fucked up because they're not really paying attention, and the little monkeys are not really guiding them and giving them a little enlightenment. So you're in my fucking neck of the woods. Oh yeah. I don't give a fuck if you're suicidal, if you're in a deep fucking place or whatever the fuck. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Indigo Turtle, what's up, beloved? So you come over here and I sign your contract. Yeah. But I make sure you leave your fucking real signature on it. It's in fucking blood. You just have no idea. So I thought I would share that. In case you didn't fucking know. You stupid motherfuckers. They have no idea, DJ. They actually have no fucking... They know the little world they live in. But they have no idea about this one right here. Anyway, appreciate you guys. What's the hour mark? See y'all in the AM. And where you at now? So-called wanted be labeled trolls. Where you at, motherfuckers? Where you at? Where you at, motherfuckers? Come on, niggas. I got a little needle. We can prick your little motherfucking dick. Your nutsack. Blood. Where you at, motherfuckers? Where you at? Stupid asses. Anyway, I was never going to say nothing because I'm enjoying their little flagrant ass energy. And oh, he's blocking us where we're getting to him. Nigga, you over here. I'm renting space in your fucking head. I should make a program that every time one comes over here, I earn 25 cents on each head. I should have did that. I could have went to my boy and had him set it up, write the program, you know what I'm saying? And then send it off and say, hey, look, this is what I propose. Because you know they're going to do their little fucking thievery shit of that 4-man copyright, the $160, whatever the fuck, or whatever it costs today, I would have done it. And then whenever I go live, and they let a few know that whenever they come in from the system, because they make millions, 25 cents per head of each troll. I just gave y'all some ideas, didn't I? And who can write it the fastest? But you got to remember, this right here, this is like poor man's copyright. For all you scholars and shit. I got ideas. I remember I told you I'm an inventor. Just because I ain't doing shit right now don't mean I don't have no plan. I need to get somewhere, get some things built so people can see. Trial and error, and then sit down at a workbench and allow myself to express myself with motherfuckers staying away when I do so. All right? Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I don't know where the ladies are, the beloved. I know we had a few in here. All right? Y'all are the power. Don't forget that. But don't go, Charlie, Ralph, Bigelow, I'm power, because they're going to go all upside your goddamn head. You know you messing with them goddamn Ford truck driving motherfuckers. Don't do it. And the real men, you're the strength that protects them. You don't do all that when they say that the power. You don't go upside the head. You just don't do that. How can you be the strength if you going up against the power? I was getting thorns and stickers on my feet in the backyard. Well, damn it, you gonna have karate, motherfucking jiu-jitsu, ninjutsu, goddamn Hawaii, Japan feet, girl. You keep that up. How you doing, Millennial? It's good to have you in here. Always, honey. Ignorant sit on. Look, hey, look. I can see him now. James, stop this crazy thing. George, I'm the power, George. What I told you, get your mama ass. That's the time you in. You gotta be careful, y'all. You don't want to be, but just let that power marinate. And if he's running around with your panties and bras, that's your fault. I want you to peg me from the back, baby. Y'all remember, y'all met some of them nasty ass niggas. All of the crayon consortium. Anyway, woman, you are the power. Keeps everything going. And brothers, you are the strength that protects that power to keep everything going. All right, so Karen and Ken. Karen, because you had a good life and you was on the Sea-Doo last weekend and parasailing, don't go saying to Ken, because now you know, and you're looking at that motherfucker and his little synthetic wig is fucked up and his mad mustache is halfway. Don't go, Ken, I'm the power, because Ken gonna go, Jane! You getting all right? All right. I don't ask you no more. Ain't nothing wrong with a nasty girl. I ain't got a problem with no nasty girl. What you talking about? Now you're talking about a whole different motherfucker now. Ain't nobody saying that. I'm talking about Karens and Kens. I'm talking about bullshit. I'm talking about you have that power and you keep it secret. Secret means sacred. Sacred means it's a secret. Don't be up to Ken. You know what I'm saying? Jane. Yeah, no. All right? We're not moving like that. That actually along with self-respect. Well, with the power, self-respect is part of it. With power comes great responsibility. Especially when you start walking back in your divinity. And that means to be cut away from this world no matter what happens. Okay? I can't explain no more than that, but don't be out there telling fucking Ken and Tom, and you know what I'm saying? And, yeah. Your puppy! I'm the power. ¿Qué pasó? Y'all know how that shit is, man. Y'all can't be doing that. and brothers. Now you know your Medea is gonna come. Tamsin. Ali. Reggie. Daniel. I'm the motherfucking power. And the first thing you motherfuckers gonna do, because y'all weak as hell, is, oh, she don't know. Oh, Ronald Reagan is my hero. Oh, take your little African jumping, tree slinging, swinging ass back over to Africa. I don't want you anyway, because I've been looking at Taylor Swift. Oh, yeah, you little uppity jumping in that new nigga over there. Stop doing that, because I don't care about none of Taylor Swift. Give me, oh, this Elizabeth Taylor, oh, the true stories of God. Thank goodness. Who is these so-called Hebrew Israelites? Oh, y'all just uppity niggas. There are no niggas over there. You don't need to know what I'm talking about. Uncle Ruckus, no relations. Okay. Wait, come on. That's one of my motherfuckers, man. I do my ruckus, man. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all niggas, man. Y'all the best. Y'all the greatest. That's all I know. And I enjoyed y'all. And y'all have a wonderful fucking evening. And even though it's all Tuesday, ain't nobody put the Cashapp in there? You niggas, man, go on about your night. I'll see y'all in the AM. That's just motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna enjoy that shit.